Sorry about the having to restart. I was trying to see if I can control the stream from my devices, and it messed with the internet. Nothing new, but hi, it's Cherry. And I'm really tired because I've had 2 day shifts in a row. Anyways, we're back to finally more Danganronpa. Since we're done with other things. So we are in Chapter 3's trial right now. Since it's been a while, what I remember is we were researching the deaths, deadly life investigation part of the ultimate surgeon, I think it's Kanata, and the ultimate lawyer. So we're just about to start trial. I will warn, because of how trial did last time, I'm going to wait till the intermission to make a decision. But if trial, woohoo! Hi, Kuma. But if trial does, when we get to intermission, if it does last too long, I'll probably have to split this into 2, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping this one won't be as long. But yeah. Alright. I think that's everything, so. Alright. Hopefully you can all see it. Oh. Hopefully you can see it. I have to do it the weird way now that we changed our screen formation. So. Let's go down. I'll open the door. I'm not ready to find out who did this time, though. Like always, the elevator was making a loud noise and goes underground. The elevator was only filled with 9 people left. It was so quiet during this time. There's also fewer people now. Is it because the relationship between us has worsened in the first and second trial? Me in particular, I try not to make eye contact with some of them, such as Kinjo or Lucario. I wonder if we will really be able to survive this time. Yes, bad internet issues. This time with me, I noticed if I try to do something and then reset, I've been good, but it's not always like that. Also, hi, Blaine, I'm sorry. The elevator stopped with a shake that seemed to be getting used to by now. I also didn't think about changing things until after I did this, so we're just going to be looking like this for today.
Whoa, this is a surprise. Why you run me, bear thing?
Okay, for me, the game volume is louder than your voice. Okay. It might just be where we are, so hopefully it's a little better.
Didn't you learn in kindergarten to think about the people who get off in an elevator?
Monokuma is really doing this once or twice already, though. It's hard to react anymore. Why is he not saying anything? Yep, that better. Okay, good. Has he been turned off? Why are you not saying anything? Why is Monokuma like this? I guess it's a new act. Hey, how long are you planning to do that? We have we have to do the class trial. Are you going to move? Oh wait, I guess I could have just bumped up my mic a little bit too. Let's try this. I wonder if my mic settings have been weird because of what I was doing earlier. Murder bear! Yep. Something seems different than usual here. Kurokawa? Touching that thing wouldn't do anything good. What's wrong, Mikako-chan? Kurokawa was suddenly stunned. At first, she thought Monokuma was pulling a prank, but she noticed that the move was different than usual. And then...
Hi-ya! I'm alive. I live. I was dead.
When Kurakawa touched it, suddenly Monokuma suddenly began to make a loud noise. What the hell are you doing? Are you kidding around?
Don't do that again. All of a sudden, my rack was stuck. I was surprised too.
Rack?
Hoo hoo hoo. No big deal. Did y'all come here in the meantime? Well done. And shall we start right away?
It looks like you're trying to rush something here.
By the way, wasn't Kurakawa's scream cute?
Oh no.
Let's just move on. Alright, it's time for what everyone's been waiting for. The class trial's back! Well, I of course knew this would happen. Nobody waited for this! What is? Even if it wasn't you, there's another person who was waiting for this. Anyway, this will be the third class trial. Young relationships who have been paying attention to the trends of the nerds seem to be in a state of lockdown. As if it were breaking.
Shut up. I don't care about that. Don't bring up stupid stuff. Then sorry. Bear looks like it wants to eat someone. Nah, he only eats fish and honey, I promise.
Oh boy, tough attitude I see. I was going to start anyways. Now then, shall we go with
No more words?
an extreme trial? The class trial that crosses beyond life and death.
Third one. Are we for sure though, LOL? According to the anime in the game so far, from what I've seen, we've only seen him eating the fish, butter for reasons, and honey. That's it. Mainly the anime. Third one. The moment Monokuma said that, I suddenly found disoriented. Even when you think 2 victims and 2 culprits died, 4 friends were already gone. In addition to the victims of this incident. Oh! Hiya, Margot. I forgot Messenger was kind of open. In addition to the victims of this incident, so a total of 6 friends have left our group. Sorry, Worker was saying how they got 30 hours again, which is our max usually, because we're down a person next week due to vacation/wedding. One of the victims this time was Inori. After the infirmary was opened, she didn't know when someone would get hurt. So she spent most of her days in that room. A child with the most angelic heart I've ever known worried about us, our health, our happiness. Also, is this Ultra the Spare Girls music? Oh, fuck. Inori was that kind of person, through and through. The reason she died was because her body became a block of charcoal. Her whole body was tied and unable to move. Someone who has done such a terrible thing is among us. They also killed Yamaguchi and committed ruthless acts. The culprit. Although Yamaguchi was timid to behave, inappropriately due to his size, at important times he mediated the situation like a lawyer should, and we laughed together. But then he was killed with a neck wound so severe that it nearly amputated in cold blood. Yamaguchi was no longer with us. A trial to uncover the killer begins now. A trial in order to live. A lie in order to live. A betrayal in order to live. Yep, that's Ultra the Spare Girls music. Elaborating their will to live for an excuse to kill, using trust at the risk of life. Risking our lives in this class trial. I'm really scared to find out who it is this time. I know one more blackened, but I don't know what chapter, honestly. We don't need this again, Monokuma! You're about as knowing as pewter! Also, this translation is brought to you by Zeppi, so please give a heartfelt like to the channel on YouTube and have fun. Alright, fair game.
So we have to find the culprit who killed Kanata-chan and Yamaguchi-kun, right? That's right! Pooh-hoo-hoo. Now then, you may start your discussion.
I am going to do something real quick. I will be right back. Where's Funky Wucky? Okay, I think that's working now. Alright. Yeah, Fucky Wucky. I'm just fixing or trying to fix my model, so hopefully it works. Because apparently the mouth wasn't moving as well, so I wonder if it's because I kind of synchronized it before switching what screen was on what screen. Alright.
That's right!
Oh wait, I think I did that line. You know, this is a little bit awkward. Can Kinjo leave again? I could keep you on top of my reasoning, but unfortunately, I won't be very helpful this time either. I investigated in a hurry, but I don't know the details of the case, and there are several parts that I could not investigate. Because you got beaten and knocked out by the killer, right? Then we have no choice but to do it ourselves as much as possible. It's going to be a miracle if Mikaro helped us. Now, it'll be fine. If you keep talking, we'll reach an answer, right? When you start discussing, Kinjo might find out something too. I hope so. And let's do it as far as we can. This case has been far more different than the others. Unlike Maki or Tomori, who died suddenly while we couldn't see them, the murder took place right in front of us. Yeah, that too. We know because 2 people were killed on different floors. I think people on each floor will have different information. That was when Kinjo fainted at the time. Then, it's best to listen to everyone as much as possible.
We'll begin a summary of the case. Satsuki will help too.
The people who surveyed the second floor and the people who checked the 3rd floor saw it and heard differently, so we have to gather information. As Kobashikawa said, Kinjo doesn't know anything, so let's explain the incident and sort out the order in which the incident occurred. First, before BDA rain this morning, Maeda, Taira, Iranami, Ultri, and I were waiting for everyone to gather at the restaurant. After 1 hour, Mikako-chan arrived. The rest were not coming at all, so we felt something wrong and decided to find Kanata-chan and Yamaguchi-kun. Then on the 2nd floor, we found Uehara fainted. And fortunately, he was able to come to his senses. But right after that, on the 3rd floor, there was a strange sound that went wild. So we decided to act in 2 groups. The 2nd floor investigation group and the 3rd one. Kurokawa, Uehara, and me on the 3rd floor. And as for the 2nd one, it was Taira, Kobashikawa, Otori, and Iranami who took over it. Alright, so you're saying the viewpoint diverges from there, is that right? In my case, I heard a rough story from the others in charge of the 2nd floor investigation, but there are probably many others who don't know about yet. Shall Maeda, Kurokawa, and me talk about the 3rd floor first? We went up to the 3rd floor, and then each of us decided to check a room. Maeda went to the art room, the epicenter of the strange sounds. I checked the science lab, and Kurokawa decided to check the rest of the rooms.
Empty classrooms in the casino. There's nothing wrong.
Like Uehara said, I headed to the art room, where I was able to confirm the identity of the strange noise. The sound is coming from inside the locker. What I found in it was... Inside the art room locker was Mikaro, with her mouth taped and her limbs were bloody, but she was kicking the locker door to try and open it. That was what the roaring sound was. Mikaro was trapped?
And bloody too?
Wait, She wasn't in a position to talk to the others either. This incompetent child. I won't let this go so easily. Why me? I was just trying to organize a case. Aida went to the art room and came along with Mikaru, and I wonder how he found her. She must have been trapped. Well, at that time, the situation was so urgent that there were some things that could not be explained properly. Why was Mikaru found like that? Why do you ask? I was taken off guard by the killer. You also say that you were off guard? Don't worry. Unlike the cop over there, I didn't give a damn.
Who? What do you mean?
Don't mind and continue the discussion. Oh! Oh, hi, Kilpsy! Thank you for the raid! Oh, fuck. I did not know you guys were raiding right now. I didn't even know you were streaming right now. I'm sorry. How did your stream go? Hi, viewers. I am Treywolf VA. I am a half-elf fights actress, and we are playing a Danganronpa created by Lanuge. Oh, thank you for the follow, Awkward the Boy. But seriously, how was your stream, Kilpsy? Oh, yes, I know I have a successful login, you little. It went good. Okay, good. What did you guys do? I didn't know exactly what you did. Don't mind and continue the discussion. I'll tell you after I watch you guys shovel some more. You really are a piece of... Isn't there even cooperativeness in here anymore? Ah, words. Ignore Mikaru and keep talking. Even if you don't know, I have to reason based on what I heard just now. Yeah, then I'll continue. After taking Mikaru out, we came through the corridor, but then Kurokawa and Uehara called out, mentioning that the science lab door was not opening. As I said earlier, I went to investigate the science lab, but the door was tightly closed and couldn't be opened. In my attempt, I tried to force it open, but it was no use. The effort didn't seem good at all, so Kurokawa joined, who came from investigating other places. It was just random chatting, then YouTube, then randomness. I should be scared of the randomness, shouldn't I? But as long as it went well, that's the main thing. Yes. There was even the scream coming out of the science lab. The four of us who were on the third floor all focused on opening the door and finally succeeded in opening the door to it. Yes? What the hell is that? Emote. Sorry. Was Kanata-chan dead? Shortly after, the body discovery announcement came out. Everyone knows by now by seeing Nori's body. It was so horrible that she was shocked to death and she couldn't even move from there. But the crime didn't end there. Yeah, it came out again. Another BDA. That's Yamaguchi's BDA that we found in the library, right? In order to see what was transpired, we went down to the second floor and joined you guys. And we also checked Yamaguchi's body. That's all from our report on the third floor investigation team. As for us, who checked the second floor, we're no different. Each of the four were put to investigate a classroom, and I, who went to the library, found Yamaguchi-kun and Kinjo-kun. And the rest of the guys discovered the corpse one after another, and then the BDA rang. So roughly, that's how the case played out? Yeah. At first glance, it's like a murder case. Just like two people died overnight and we found them, one after another. But the biggest problem with the case is that the killing was this morning, the same day. They went to the same areas as us, even the same hour, and committed a murder. Is that... You mean the estimated time of death in the Monokuma file? That's right. According to the Monokuma file, Yamaguchi and Nori died at the time we were investigating the second and third floors. I realize this, but as much as we've been acting in pairs and working with each other, we can prove out everyone's alibi. That's not the only thing weird, right? When the science lab doors closed, we heard Inori scream clearly with the door in between. but when we opened the store, there was no one inside.
Now, wait a minute. That's the same for us. The place we found Uehara-kun was found near... the place where Uehara-kun was found, it was near the stairs of the second floor. To get out of the library, killing Yamaguchi-kun, you must pass through there, so you couldn't have missed them.
When you go to search the library, did you go right away after breaking with the others who went to the third floor?
Yes.
When I went to the library, Yamaguchi-kun was already dead. If the culprit killed him in the library, I couldn't have missed that. And even if we say they secretly came out, Kanata-chan was killed too. To go up to the third floor, they would have to pass Maeda-kun, right? All these things don't make any sense. I didn't ask that far. Don't jump ahead.
Huh? Oh, yes. Sorry.
What are you sorry for? You don't have to apologize to that guy. That's how Kinjo is. He doesn't like Tyra anyway, so don't worry everyone else is not thinking badly of you, okay?
Oh, no, it's alright, Kobashi-kawa-kun.
No matter what the others say,
it is true that I stabbed Kizuna-chan. It is true that Ayame-chan died because of me. I don't deserve to say anything else.
If you know that, then let's continue. I also don't want to waste my time talking about their stuff even in class trials. So then, the biggest issue right now is how did they go back and forth without any of us noticing in that short time? Yeah, ignoring Yamaguchi's time info is only 5 minutes. It's definitely impossible to kill in 2 places that's separated by different floor levels. It looks like that, but Kiltsy up at 6 a.m. That's rare. It is, but Kiltsy was doing a stream, so unfortunately I can't yell at them. They should be asleep. Is that really how it happened? Let's think based on what we investigated. I may have found the secret to this challenge. Yes, I know she was streaming. I had to have it. Oh, sorry. There we go. I know what one it is. This one's easy. You're fine. Hello. Also... Okay, come on, Erinette. Not today, please. We were doing fine till now. There we go. No, the weapon that killed Inori was definitely a stun gun. It may not have been direct hit from the stun gun. It wasn't a direct hit. The weapon was the stun gun? Are you saying some kind of ghost? I'll get some sleep. Please do get some sleep. Yeah, nothing new with the internet issues. You shouldn't be surprised at this point. I wonder if I can throttle CenturyLink and just throw it out. Come on, CenturyLink, work for me, please. doing fine for like half an hour. Why are you doing this now, bitch? Nothing else is updating right now, is it? I don't think so. No, it's paused, so it's not Steam again. I got mentioned the story and I got... Oh, that's Friday's thing. Yeah, I don't think anything's downloading. That's what I'm confused about. Come on! I'm so sorry for the internet problems. There we go, kind of. Oh, come on! At this point, I should name my stream Scuff because of internet. Okay, I guess we'll try Fucky Wucky and see if that helps. I don't think so, but 1 second. Oh, now you work. Okay, fine. You're going to be nice to me now? Okay, it looks like we might be nice now. Except for it's going down. Fuck. Alright. Are you saying some kind of ghost hit then? Have you all been to the science lab at least once? Wasn't that seawater enough to overflow the corridor? At first I was wondering why they needed to do this. The fact that the science lab was turned into a sea of water. Inori was electrocuted. What was the cause to make this happen? If you let Kanata-chan submerge in water and stop the drum gun, you can cause an electric shock without touching the stun gun directly! Wait a minute. The stun gun itself is just a suppression tool. It doesn't come out with enough voltage to kill people in no time. Of course, that also depends on the device. However, if you allow power to pass through electricity, it would be not enough for a person to pass through their body. Yeah. If that were the case, wouldn't the killer be able to electrocute indirectly with water, even if they didn't use the stun gun with their hands? Oh, holy fuck! What the fuck, Haruhiko? Or Haru. That was a surprise, I'm sorry. That was a stupid reason to be surprised. No. No way, Maeda. Your reasoning has a bunch of flaws. I love you, Haru. Shut up! What's wrong off the sun, Kuboshikawa? Listen, I tried to reason my head wrapped around this crime for a while, but its logic is so wrong that it doesn't fit. At least been beaten by Maeda, but today I won't lose to you. You're arguing for such a useless reason? Useless? You said it was useless. Fine then, Maeda. Unfortunately for you, I found out what's wrong with your reasoning. Now then. This is my chance to point out your mistake. I am going to hear an explanation for this one once again because... Oh, fuck, I forgot it's in that. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep. Hope you have an awesome stream. Thank you, Kilpsy, and please get some sleep. Oh, okay, there we go. We were right, good. Kabashikawa. Maybe. There may be one. A tool that moves by itself. What? In fact, the science lab stun gun wasn't just dropped there. Next to it, a mobile phone was connected with a strap. The cell phone? You mean the one Uehara discovered? Yeah, that's right. Maki's mobile phone. It was the one that disappeared, and you said it was there?
Also, you said it was a self-moving tool? Why does that cell phone matter?
Actually, it matters because it has a vibration function that was used. Kinji was right. That phone had alarm settings just right before we heard Nori scream. That's right. I understand this now. So, you connected the strap to the phone. Why is the alarm function related to moving? Am I the only one who doesn't understand? Again. Can I go one day without net problems, please and thank you? Not that hard. Huh? Oh, Uehara. A vibration alarm function. You don't know what that is?
Oh, right. Uehara lives in the mountains, so you don't know the achievements of society, right? What do civilized people tell you then?
I did not live in the mountains. Uehara. What I wanted to explain was that they drowned using the stun gun, using the phone's alarm option. The phone and the stun gun was connected by a strap. Probably the killer set the alarm at the time the stun would go by and be about drowned. He placed the phone in the corner as if it were about to fall on the edge of the desk. When this happened, the alarm goes off at a preset time and the vibration function occurs. The cell phone moves little by little due to the vibration and eventually falls from the floor. Well, internet is fun, isn't it there, Cherry? If I had a choice, I would yeet CenturyLink out the window. We've been through this. This is what I get when I live in a small town, and your choices are pretty much CenturyLink and Mediacom, both of which aren't the best. I love small towns, can't you tell? I see. I understand now. So the stun gun that was connected to the cell phone fell along with it. What do you think? Kabashikawa? With this, it is possible to electrocute Nori remotely without anyone in the science lab, correct? Oh, yes! I lost! I didn't want to lose this time, but I lost Maeda again! If people like Kinjo don't know, Maeda will be able to win. Why are you doing this? I love you, boy. Just stop being stupid for a second. Is it a problem to win and lose now? Take it seriously. This is a class trial. I know that. But who would know about this? I only argued once because I thought my reasoning was greater than Maeda's. It's fine. Don't fight. Now we have to focus on revealing the culprit's crimes first. Oh, why am I mediating now? So Kanata-chan was electrocuted remotely using a cell phone in a flood, right? I know, but we know you enjoy it. I think you might want to reword that sentence. Maybe with the fuck you, I don't. I promise I say that in jest. Let's say, you found out that the phone has an alarm function. Even if it's that type of phone these days, it looks like an old 2G phone. My question would be, is it waterproof?
Waterproof?
The fact that the stun gun fell into the water means the cell phone that was connected to also dropped. Old cell phones will probably break because of the water. No. Rather, the cell phone was floating on the floor straight out of the science lab and it was in a broken state. The time was displayed as strange, and the colors of the screen had strange marks and lines. I just found out there was an alarm. I just found out that alarm was set among other features that were still functional. So you can't use any other functions again? That's a little disappointing. Even if it's out of signal, it was still a mobile phone that could bear a clue in the future. Hey, aren't you guys leaning down the road too much? LOL. Don't you LOL me! That was bad, I'm sorry. The problem sorted out. Let's move on to the next step. If Nori's problem's already cleared up. We still have to hear a lot more from this case. Oh, right. So, as long as the killer can do a remote killing using their cell phone on the floor of the water, they don't have to run directly on the second or third floors. I see. If you set it up in advance, the rest just needs Nori tied up so that she cannot move from that spot. They may have used a lot of tape for that purpose. It seems so. But if that's true, then what happened to Yamaguchi? Huh? Is there anything amiss? The culprit did the kill themselves. Oh, wait a second! Even if it's Kanata-chan's killer, is it the same with Yamaguchi-kun? When I discovered him in the library, it was only Kinjo who fell down. If Tyra's rumors are true, it would certainly be impossible to get out of the library without being noticed. The time of death was 8:40 in the first place, and it's impossible for any of us to kill at that time. Maeda-kun, Uehara-kun, and Makako-chan went to the third floor, so it's impossible. Sasuke-tan, Kabashikawa-kun, and Tori-kun and I confirmed each other on the second floor, so it's all too far-fetched. And Kinjo and Mikaru wouldn't say being beamed by the killer, right? Then who's the killer? A ghost? No, wait. Wouldn't it be possible for him? You, Kinjo! Kinjo? Well, Kinjo-kun was hit by the kill in the head, right? No, I feel bad for Kinjo, but think of it as the terms for elimination. Kinjo and Mikaru are the only ones who have no alibi at the time of the crime.
Then Mikaru is a suspect too?
They were in the art room, though. It's too far from there. But Kinjo was found right in the library where Yamaguchi was dead. So you're saying that he was being knocked out as a self-made play. But even I saw that the wound was quite severe to be self-play, and I tried to heal it. I was not prepared. If you're guilty in the first place, you'll get executed and die, but it's about hurting yourself. Isn't it possible for the criminal to get out by simply by faking by being a victim? Okay, so you all consider me to be the culprit? That's... Do you really think I did the murder? If you say that, it only sounds like an excuse. If you're not the culprit, why don't you refuse it logically? Isn't that your specialty? Oh, that's the fast part, I forgot. Oops. Because I really was faint. I was lacking information. I was not able to refute something that you think is reasonable.
What? This is... maybe... Kinjo, are you declaring your defeat?
I'll ask this for confirmation. Yamaguchi's time of death is 8:40. It was written in the Monokuma files, so it's accurate. And As soon as you went up to the second floor and scoured for the investigation, Yamaguchi was already dead in the library?
Yes. I guarantee this.
You know that if you can't refute it, you'll confess that you're the culprit, right? Kinjo, is he really the culprit? A person of justice or a character who doesn't forgive criminals. I have to leave this emotion and look at things objectively. Is it true that only Kinjo and Mikharu without alibis and could have committed the crime? But I should think about this more. It's possible that we conclude this way too early. What's this? Okay, this is new music and I don't even recognize it. Oh, it's a remix, okay. Lots of dead people. Okay, this one's easy too. Thankfully. I know. Kabachikawa. Wait a minute. Is that really true? You're asking if it's true? What do you mean? Kabachikawa just said it. He killed Yamaguchi, who was in the library, on the spot. That conclusion may have been wrong. What do you mean? There's the same logic as in Maka's case. There's no guarantee that the murder took place where the body was found. Huh? Then, you mean he wasn't killed in the library? I think that's more likely, because of the blood stains they were dragged from outside. If Yamaguchi was really dead in the library at the beginning of the day, it would be an impossible crime. And where is it? Where did Yamaguchi die? I'm not really sure. Maybe it was in the art room?
The art room? That's so far away.
The main stage of this case is likely to be the science lab in the library. In fact, it might not be an exaggeration to say that the art room is more important than these two. That's all that's whole, and it's very little. Ah, okay, that makes sense. There's some plaster weapons in the art room. It's made of stone, but if you cut its edge fairly sharply enough and swing it as a weapon, it becomes such a spear that you can really cut easily on human flesh.
No way. That spear made of stone was the thing that killed Yamaguchi-kun?
It probably is, because of one of the plaster weapons had a blood spot. Wait a second. Yamaguchi died in the art room, but he was there? Isn't that hard to say he died there? He could have been killed in the library and put back in that place for a while, right? It's not possible. There's a plastic wrap with blood in the trash can from the art room. Plastic wrap? Kinjo found it too. He didn't have much time to investigate it. That's right. So I couldn't realize that the plastic weapon had blood on it. I just listened to Maeda's theory and found out this connection. Then, how was the plastic wrap used? As Maeda said, if there is no blood in the plastic weapon, there is a high chance that the murder weapon is this. The Monokuma file also said something sharp. If so, the killer would have killed Yamaguchi with the wrap around the blade of the shedding. Hey, you said the wrap was covered in blood, right? I mean, is that tool to prevent blood from getting to the weapon? I realize that, but isn't there something odd? They used a wrap to keep the blood from getting into, but Maeda said the plastic weapon had blood on it. Isn't it contradictory? Did I not mention this? It wasn't just spread, it was faintly spread. That was not an ordinary blood mark. It was an oval round blood mark the size of a nail.
Oh, how can blood be like that?
I see. I understand I'll have to listen to Maida. It was a simple accident to get blood in a plasma weapon.
An accident?
I don't know how many people have gone through the trash cans in the art room, but if you see the plastic wrap, you know. In the wrap, there was blood all over, except this one round hole. Oh, I see. If it were the original intention of the criminal, a spot of blood should not have been rubbed on the weapon. But somehow part of the wrap was torn. That's why the blood stain remained.
Aha! That's these two said. The culprit killed Yamaguchi in the art room when the weapon that was in the art room. And then the evidence was put in the trash bin. That's great. These are excellent detectives.
Wait a minute. Wait. I know that the wrap prevents blood from splattering. I get it. But that could have been done in the room. We'll bring the wrap to the library and then killing and dispose of the evidence in the art room. Of course you can see it that way. It wasn't just a wrap that was in the art room's trash. Maida, if you found out the wrap, you must have seen that thing too. How about you tell the others about that? That thing, you mean something that was thrown in the trash with the plastic wrap? It must have been... Kinjo, you mean Inori's white coat? Indeed. Inori's white coat with a lot of blood. As a result, Inori's body was not wearing a white coat. Why was the coat in such a place?
Wait a minute. Kaneda-chan is... She died in a terrible manner, but she didn't bleed at all. But there's blood on it.
I don't know why Inori's white coat was in the art room. But one thing is certain. The killer used the white coat to wipe the blood off. Wipe it off. But isn't it still there? You can tell by looking at the shape of the blood. In all likelihood, it's a blood stain that seems to have been rubbed with blood. At some point, you could see that was used to destroy the evidence. Well, but it was Yamaguchi who shed blood, right? Why do you say they wiped the blood off?
The art room itself. The art room had traces of blood on the floor. There were traces of blood left.
As Kurokawa mentions, there are traces of blood wiped off the floor of the art room. I've even checked it with the smell, so I'm sure. I see. I didn't know about it, but there was blood on the floor. If that's the case, it proves that they wiped the blood with the coat. Blood splattered on the floor of the art room? Someone mentioned this before. Only Yamaguchi shed blood. Then, by process of elimination, that means the blood splattered in the art room is...
Yamaguchi-kun died in that art room.
Indeed. That would be good enough for the reason we couldn't find these on the second floor. This is Kinjo after all. Even if we investigate for a few minutes, they will remain solved in all these cases. I can only put my reasoning to this point. Even if Yamaguchi died in the art room, the mystery still remains unsolved. What? Which mystery? No matter where the body died, what you saw with your own eyes was Kakeru Yamaguchi's body, who died in the library. Then, the corpse must have been moved by the killer, which in turn they somehow moved from the art room to the library.
Oh, that's a surprise, Mikaru helping us!
How frustrating this is. Anyway, think carefully. The time of death of Kakeru Yamaguchi, and the time until you found the body. Wait, there's a spell bullet scan? Oh, it's the memory function. Okay. And if you use a paint apron, then it would look like great paint. Yeah. Well, technically pink. Remember, this is Danganronpa, even if it's a pagan. Okay. I forgot this was a function in the game. Ha! See, they're going to do that to us, aren't they? Oh, this one's actually harder, though. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, I know, my influence sucks. Okay. I think I know which one it is we need to memorize. No! It said X, didn't it? Do I have to hold it? I know. Am I pressing the wrong button or something? Well, it's almost 10 a.m. I'm going to head to bed. Good night, Cherry. No worries, Plane. Thank you for coming. Get some sleep, please. It's probably going to take me a while for this anyway. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. It's not working or something? I don't remember. I swear I'm pressing the right button. Good luck with the internet, thanks. Okay, I might have to figure out.
I swear it said hit exit recall though. I want to see if I can go back real quick. I might have to get my coins, aren't I? I'm not about to play half an hour again, at least. No, I know I don't like it either, but I don't know if I'm missing something. I misread something? So I actually need to recall for this. Oh well, we can always find new ones in the next chapter, so it just sucks. Yes, please. I wonder if I should try escape, because the X isn't working.
What the fuck, game? I don't know what's going on. So I swear I'm pressing. Oh! Do I have to be in a specific spot? What? What the fuck just happened? Okay, you have to like hit the right spot day and night. I wonder if that's the right one. Super sensitive game. It wouldn't be the first time, honestly. Let's see if it's this. It's probably because of translation stuff, I'm thinking. Oh, it was that one. Fuck you. Love you, Lanouche, but fuck you. Day and night. Day and night. Guys, wait a second. Wait. There's something that bothers me. What's wrong, Maeda-kun? Does anyone have Yamaguchi's Monokuma file? I brought it the last time I checked. Why? Did you think of anything? Kinjo, read what was written in that Monokuma file without any mistake. Please. Okay. The estimated time of the victim, Kakeru Yamaguchi, was about 8:40. Found in the library, sharply cut with back next to the Oh, unless it was a translation error. They did not put AM or PM. Something's weird, is it not? Something is weird. What is? Okay, yep. In this Monokuma file, it says the time of death is 8:40, but doesn't say at all whether it's AM or PM. Yeah, huh? It's better than the police, am I right? It was like that?
I don't understand what you're talking about. Toria and Kamazin too. Explain it to us.
What? Hey, why do you mention me and make me a fool?
Did you understand then?
Please explain, Maeda. Okay, think for a minute. In the Monokuma file we've seen so far clearly indicate whether it was in the morning or afternoon. The victim, yep, AM. It really is. AM and PM are not written in this Monokuma file. blind spot. I'm sure the Monokuma file is the only one that says the truth, but it's not being mistaken. Rather, it was us. It's not 8:40 a.m. The real time of the incident took place. The night before was 8:40 p.m. Yamaguchi-kun, you're saying he was already dead since last night when we were walking around? Wait a minute. Aren't we jumping too fast here? Just because it doesn't say whether it was morning or night, it's not enough to conclude that he died the night before. Maybe Monokuma forgot and missed in the first place. No, it's not a jump or a leap. Rather, this case cannot be solved unless it's this way. At first, I was faint, so I thought I was lacking information, but considering the premise of 8:40 p.m., now the back and front have started to fit. Still. Or do you want to ask Monokuma then?
Eh?
Until now, the Monokuma files always record the time of death in the morning or afternoon. Was there any reason for making that point only in this occasion?
Well, no comment. If you ask me that, I'll be the one in the trial. I've said it again and again, I decide not to meddle the trial. This is a big no.
Monokuma file always gives only the right information, and based on it, helpful for reasoning. It's a kind of service system. Now, because the Monokuma file is causing confusion and misinformation, or because he used this debate, I think this is a problem. Monokuma.
A problem? That... I can't help you now. It's not saying anything wrong. I just can't tell you. I'm pretty sure this is it. Monokuma files always and only tell the truth. But some may have felt I've through this incident so far, right? According to the content of each case, the description of the content is suggested accordingly and properly orchestrated.
It was orchestrated?
In simpler terms, it's like this. For example, let's say that the killer wants to implement a whole body trick for that purpose. In that case, in the Monokuma file, it was drunk with XXXX.
Indeed, it's a delicate system that makes me sick.
That's it. The Monokuma file is the only tool that helps in the investigation, not a tool to tell the truth. But, cause then, you guys will pay the price.
It seems like you wouldn't know unless... Oh. That's why the timelines are subtracted from the Monokuma file. Very strange, isn't it?
What's that? I can't hear you at all. I don't know anything. La 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 la.
It was about to happen. In fact, because of this time trick, almost got us very badly because we were drastically wrong at those moments. No, it clearly looks that way. Are we really sure? Without certain evidence, it could be an inference based on Monokuma's words and circumstances. Why are you so negative? Did someone stab you? It's not like that! I just want to be sure. Sure. It's not like we don't understand it. Well, if that's the case, I'll be sure to submit evidence as Haruhiko said. Shall we try it? You have evidence? Yes. Before I used to think whether this was done in the morning or at night, I knew the timeline trick, and there was some solid evidence to support that claim. Oh! That makes sense now. The proof of symbol. Yamaguchi's wound is not bleeding. Huh? That's not it. Is it? It's because the library was a bloodbath. That's obvious. That is the case. Anyone who was to examine the body in detail, I could have felt a sense of something misplaced. The blood is recent, in contrast to the library. Yamaguchi himself did not have a single drop of blood coming out from his neck cut. You saw that? I didn't really check the body in detail. Definitely. It felt strange too. And I heard about Yamaguchi's time of death and thought about it again. If things connected in some way. Let's sort this out. The blood was far gone. Is this what it means? It's been some time since he was diced, so the blood already stopped? Oh, I see. It supports the idea that Yamaguchi-kun was already dead yesterday evening. Hang on, please. Sure, that may be true, but what happened to the blood in the library? The blood was not dry, and it was just pouring. The blood in the library is just a diversion for the criminal to make us think Yamaguchi just died. Blood bag! That one was easy. Do you know that there's a refrigerator in the infirmary that keeps blood transfusion packs?
Oh, it was for storage of the transfusion packs? I think I brought one for the injured man to drink when he was thirsty.
No. Inside, there's a lot of transfusion packs for each blood type. I found out during my investigation this morning that the blood transfusion packs inside were gone. I didn't know because I couldn't go to the infirmary, as Maida said.
Blood in the library. It was a pool of blood made by transfusion packs. Those of them alive.
It was like that! It was a little weird when you think about it.
I think I saw too much blood.
In the beginning, Yamaguchi must have also been caught in the art room. But it's also strange that there was so much blood in the library. It can be said that they disguised him too much. And when it comes to the time of death, I have a guess. Maida, do you remember? When the trial was about to begin, we met in the hallway on the second floor when I woke up. Are you talking about that time? Yeah, I definitely told Maida about this. Right before being stunned by the killer, I saw Yamaguchi bleeding and fainted. What? Obviously Kinzo was attacked, but... Of course, it was at nighttime yesterday. But then, Yamaguchi-kun was... Monokuma files, some bleeding, blood transfusion packs, and even what can you mention? I can say that if the evidence comes out one after another at this point, then we can make sure things properly. Alright then. Everyone knows for sure? Kakeru Yamaguchi was not dead at 8:40 this morning, but 8:40 p.m. yesterday at night. So that's how it happened. Pretty good and confident. I'll praise you on this one. I mean, you were locked up anyway, so you didn't know that. Shut up. Don't pretend to be all smartass. Oh well. I'll admit for a little bit. I know the killers I said before, but I was not sure about the trick. I'll tell you what, my gaze on incompetent has changed by about 0.1%. That was a compliment, right? I guess all the mysteries have been solved because Yamaguchi was already dead yesterday. The trick for Inori was solved too. It also includes the moment of blood spots and the corpses all over the place was indeed solved too. However, the real issue begins after this. Who's the killer? That's the problem we have on our hands. Yeah. It's too early to be happy just yet. Even if we solve all the tricks, mysteries and questions, if we don't know the culprit, then this is a bad outcome. But the contents so far are true. The criminal deliberately wanted to make 8:40 p.m. and 8:40 a.m. different. The timing was thoroughly calculated for the murder, right? Also, spraying a blood transfusion pack and even had the guts to kill 2 people and attack up to 3 people in a single night. Yeah. This case is somewhat impulsive and different from the 2 previous cases, which were considered semi-accidents. I'm certain this was a planned murder committed with a crime plan. Kinjo's words are correct. Unlike the previous 2 incidents, I feel firm malice. Are they really among us? A killer who carefully murdered like this? Kinjo, what should we do in this case? If all the tricks are really solved, and if you only need to find the culprit, you should start with an alibi. Since you know the real time of death in Yamaguchi, you'll naturally know who the killer is. If you look at each alibi based on this.
Alibi? You mean...
Let's weigh each one. First of all, tell me what everyone did at 8:40 p.m. yesterday. It's the real time of death of Yamaguchi. Yesterday at 8:40 p.m. At that time, surely it wasn't at the time Tyra was making a fuss? Tyra's fuss? Oh, yeah, that. tried to kill herself last night.
It's no big deal. Tyra just got hurt a little. It's irrelevant for the case. Mikako-chan!
Right. So that leaves Karakawa, Otori and I were there, Iranami, Kobashikawa, and the 5 of us were exploring Tyra. And I recall that, I think it was around 8:40 p.m. Okay. So I think we've removed the 6 of you from the suspect line. Good. So the only ones left are the psycho cop, the priest, and me.
Huh?
But isn't it weird? Those 3 were the 3 people who passed out yesterday because they were aimed by a criminal. It's nothing you need to think about too hard. I don't want to doubt this, but in this case, there's only one possibility. There's proof that one of the testimonies was lying. Whew. In between these 3, someone lied? First, let's be as honest as possible. Why don't you tell us what you were doing at 8:40 p.m. yesterday? I was in the 3rd floor area. I was hanging out on the casino side. Unfortunately, no one could testify for this, but I was also checking the front door. As I mentioned, I can't prove it unless there was no one around. Same here. What? There were no witnesses for the other 3? So you're saying all 3 are possible to commit the crime? Well, one of these 3 was not attacked by the killer, but they pretended to be attacked. I'm sorry, but Kinjo, Uehara, Mikaru, can you tell us about the situation when you guys were attacked at dawn? This solves your doubts. When it was a little over 3 a.m., I was on my way from the 1st floor to the 2nd floor. And I usually went to the library side, so I moved there. When I went inside, Yamaguchi was down. I figured he was already dead by now, but at the time, it was necessary to find out if Yamaguchi was simply stunned or dead. Because I was trying to approach him.
You were ambushed!
Right. Normally, I'm not always nervous, but I think I was off guard for a moment. Probably the killer aimed for that point when they showed Yamaguchi's body to me. They showed it to you? Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? Since Yamaguchi has been moved to the library, it was not as blaze as it is now. Then, in addition to simply confused with Inori, they used it as bait to attract Kinjo? I'm wondering why I was only stunned and not killed. But they will regret. In return for keeping me alive, I will find them out and they will be punished accordingly. It was some situation for me. It was probably earlier than Kinjo's. I was attacked near the stairs while trying to go up to the 3rd floor. How about you, Mikaru? Well, it's roughly similar. I was attacked near the art room and lost my sight somehow. And when I woke up, it was inside the locker. But it all happened in the middle of the night, right? Now it seems that all 3 people were attacked at different times and there were no witnesses. So how do we know who the killer is? No, even if we were just attacked, doesn't it seem a little different, the method? The method? The attack method. Kinjo knew Uehara. I know that we saw him directly get beaten and brained. But Mikaru's not bleeding nor assaulted in any way?
Do you think Mikari is the culprit?
Do I have to tell you every little thing now? And chloroform. It's chloroform. That's what they did. But what? So it's chloroform they use. It sounds rare, but it comes out for use for a lot of things. For example, tap your mouth with a handkerchief. That would be an effective way to get someone in a coma. You mean that stuff is in the school too? If you had searched the science lab with a little interest, you'd be able to find it right away. But it seems their stupidity is not going anyway. Remembering the moment just before the attack, it must have been the handkerchief that was put in my mouth. Okay, if that's what it was. It really is a culprit! When it comes to an alibi, one of those 3 is still suspect.
Don't think about the process. Let's consider the cause. Why were they ambushed? Why only them?
Why, them? Well, the killer's a little strange. It wasn't enough to kill 2 people, so they attacked 3 other people.
To put it simply, is it because they wander around nighttime?
And wow, if they have some alarm for vibrations prepared in advance, or the corpses were found, it would be a headache. Maybe, but oh, I have a little guess. I didn't say this because I wasn't for sure, but the cell phone used to Konori disappeared after I was attacked. I mentioned this to you, Maeda, didn't I? Oh yes, you were looking for it in the second floor hallway, am I right? Oh yeah, Uehara-kun had the tools necessary for the crime, so they attacked him and took it from him.
Oh, I see. Then there was a reason for Uehara's ambush.
If that's the reason, why did they attack Kinjo? If Kinjo moves normally at the time of the crime, it would be difficult for the culprit to get out, plus he's the ultimate police officer, right? There's also the results of the two previous cases. Actually, in this case, Kinjo is struggling like this because the trial began without Kinjo collecting enough clues, right? Even though I did research properly, your tone seems as to pass it all to me.
Hey, let's not do that. If the trial fails, Kinjo's life is also at risk, you know?
Almost seems like I can see the truth after coming this far. Huh? I've been suspicious of it. But when I think about the information I've got so far, I can only see the silhouette of only one person, the killer. I believe some of you may have realized it. How about it? The killer's silhouette can be seen? What do you mean, Kinjo-kun? You know the killer? Everyone's remarks so far, with the outline of the case and the alibis combined, makes the person who is making contradictory statements. That person is the true culprit of this crime. Contradictory statements. Is it them? If the alibis were all true, the culprit must be one. Between Kinjo, Uehara, and Ricardo, the one who made contradictory statement among them is... I think I know who it is already. Yep. I'm not even surprised anymore. Don't tell me. It was you? Uehara. Kinji Uehara. Eh? What in the blazes? Alright. At this point, it's an hour and a half in, but I know I started late, so... Yeah, I might just call it for tonight. Yeah. I want to continue, but maybe starting next week we'll do Danganronpa more week and get it out of the way. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I also had early shift today, so I think we'll stay for the night. Let's switch to talking. I'm fine with that. I have to get up early. Okay, yeah. Don't you start classes? Or haven't you started classes or something? In the meantime, I'm going to see who we can raid. The Kumas... Oh yeah, you are an hour in the future now. I forgot. You love using that joke, don't you? Let's see who we can raid. I have orientation tomorrow. Oh, okay. Good luck. I'm so sorry. I want to see Valorant so bad, but Kotori's doing art. I don't know who to pick. I think we'll pick Valorant because I do want to see Haru playing out Valorant soon. I promise we'll raid Kotori another day. So we're going to raid Haro Dream, and we will continue this next week, and I'll try and figure out if we can start doing Danganronpa twice a week so we can catch up on this, and Super Danganronpa another 2. Well, thank you all for watching me fuck up multiple times. I have a date with my bed. Bye!